Sounds good.
All right, a trolley that's been out of commission for decades and damaged by not one but two hurricanes, now back up and running. The Shoreline Trolley Museum will be revealing the restored car this weekend. News 8's Renee Schmiel went for a ride on it, and she has the story.
During Hurricane Sandy, the water came all the way up to this pink line here, and during Hurricane Irene, it came all the way up to this bumper. And that was all salt water that then corroded the motors.
George Papaga has been putting the finishing touches on car 865 these past few days. He's been around trolleys his whole life.
I was still here when the trolleys were running back in 1947.
And he headed the restoration of this car. He'd nearly finished restoring it when Hurricanes Irene and Sandy hit.
The water was up to my belt buckle. And it's pretty sad when you go alongside your project after 8 or 10 years of work to see something like that happen.
The car was built in 1905 and hasn't run since the 1950s. But after years of hard work,
This is the end of the line, as we say.
this trolley is no longer at the end of its line. And the next part of its journey is just beginning.
All aboard!
But it wasn't easy or cheap. Papaga estimates that it cost between $75,000 and $100,000 just for the materials. FEMA helped pay for it, and all of the work was done locally. Now the museum is trying to make sure its trolleys will be safe in future storms.
We have put together some barn space above the 500-year floodplain so that we will be able to protect our cars in case of anything.
FEMA is helping to pay for repairs on more than 50 other trolleys at the museum. And after working on this car, Papaga is hoping to be in the driver's seat of another project.
It's unbelievable. I've done some other cars in the past, but this was one of the nicer ones, and I'm tickled to death. I'd like to do another one.
This car will be dedicated on Saturday at noon, and though it is Members Day at the museum, it is open to the public. In East Haven, Renee Schmiel, News 8.